At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, partly sunny sky. Our high temperatures will be in the low to mid 60s. A decrease in the cloud cover tonight and overnight low will drop down mid to upper 30s. Wednesday, sunny and cooler, a high in the upper 40s to low 50s. And then Thanksgiving, sunny skies, a high near 50. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Forest Green Incorporated, committed to setting the standard of excellence since 1936.
Are you a realtor looking for the right team to grow your career? Join the Limbird Real Estate Group, the #1 real estate team in Arkansas. Limbird provides you with everything you need to succeed. Access to a database of over 80,000 leads, full training and support, professional marketing and social media content, all handled for you. Plus health insurance, a stock purchase plan, and revenue share opportunities. If you're ready to grow your business with the best, apply today at limbirdteam.com. That's limbirdteam.com. where realtors go to win.
Have you had Cheerwine yet? The cherry flavored soda has had people coming back since 1917. This is RD with Platinum Distributing. We help bring Cheerwine to the River Valley for you to try. Nothing goes with food like Cheerwine. Burgers, barbecue, pizza, you name it. Okay, now we're hungry and thirsty. Cheerwine is a one-of-kind soft drink with a unique cherry taste that has been delighting Southerners for more than a century. Pick up Cheerwine at your local Jam Mart, Harps, and other fine establishments. Cheerwine, uniquely Southern since 1917.
KERX Paris Fort Smith.
Well, that means you don't have enough dogs on the court.
ESPN 95.3.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
Dear Lord, we realize that lately everything's been changing too damn fast. And all sorts of things are always the same, even things we hated, like shoveling the turkey and stuffing the snow.
Happy Thanksgiving. I hate turkey.
It's not very Thanksgiving-y.
You ever traveled by bus before?
I didn't, kiddo.
Daddy!
You know, Griffith, I want you to meet my father-in-law, Walt, my mother-in-law, Peg, my mother, Joy, my dad, Mark. Glad to see you. Welcome, Bill. Guys, Neil Jr., my brother Jim, Marty, and somewhere around here is my little baby boy, Steph.
A person should never turn down a big honor. This time I'm gonna kick that football clear to the moon.
Live from the Busch Light Studios. Produced by Colton Little.
It's heartbreaking when the worst person you know makes a great point.
With Ty Richardson.
That was something.
This is The Morning Rush.
Tommy's going to be back with us tomorrow here on a What's Your Beef Wednesday, and I know there'll be anger, people will be ticked off about something, so we figured we'd share some good clips, some good moments from various Thanksgiving movies, Thanksgiving TV shows over the years, and being that a lot of us are going to be around family this holiday season, I needed an idea or two. Bruce Stan Pradco Fishing's here with us. Colton's right next to me as well. I've got two nieces. What is the proper, you've got 3 grandkids, and I know one recently born, proper movie to show the grandkids or the nieces and nephews around the holidays? What's a good family Thanksgiving movie in the next few days?
When you got little kids, they don't have attention span to watch something long. So, you know, the Peanuts special, that's all. I mean, you're playing the music, but like 23 minutes, that's about as long as you're going to get out of a 2 or 3 year old.
Colton, first Thanksgiving with Carter.
Well, first of all, I had to scour the internet today to even find a great deal of Thanksgiving movies. There's not a lot of subject material in movies that deal with Thanksgiving, but I did find a handful. Home for the Holidays, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, obviously, is just a classic. You probably shouldn't show that to any of your nieces. They might repeat some of Steve Martin's language, but yeah, I think definitely Charlie Brown, the Peanut special, that's what I think of when I think of Thanksgiving. So,
okay. Well, if you are traveling for the holidays, maybe you're in Northwest Arkansas this holiday season, you need a place to stay in at the mill, whether it's football games, basketball games, baseball games, holidays. Maybe you're just going up to see the lights like Bruce and Wyatt did last night, you can go stay at the Inn at the Mill off Johnson exit off I-49. It's an awesome place. I stayed there a few weeks ago. It's a great time. Jennifer will take care of you. Give them a call, 479-443-1800. They've got spacious clean rooms ready for you, and you can visit online inatthemill.com. The Inn at the Mill, where the past meets the present. So you've got kind of Tommy and I were talking about this last week. You've kind of got a little bit of a rivalry between Benton County and Washington County with the lights on the square, and then the Bentonville ones as well. What'd you think of the lights last night?
Oh, they're beautiful. Fayetteville Square. I mean, it's for this area is as good as it gets. I mean, it's a beautiful, vibrant downtown in Fayetteville, and then all the different lights. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And there's so many things to do in downtown Fayetteville. You know, there's good restaurants on Dixon Street, good hotels. So it's a nice getaway. Wyatt and I actually got to go to Manhattan last year when Tennessee and Arkansas both played at Madison Square Garden. So big come down from the Rockefeller Center tree, but it's still beautiful. The lights of those are.
Does Tennessee play in a marquee Thanksgiving matchup
today?
Okay, it's Houston today.
You know, beat Rutgers last night in Vegas.
You guys are in the big PE tournament,
yeah, they're
right?
in that $1 million, you know,
NIL thing. That's pretty.
And if you make the top four, you get another $1 million.
That's the new big fish in the Thanksgiving basketball tournament. Is the tournament over there in Las Vegas?
So you've got Feast Week, where it seems like college basketball starts at 9 a.m. and it goes throughout the day. On Monday, it's wild. You've got Rivalry Weekend ahead, which this is the most heightened Vanderbilt Tennessee game in my lifetime. I mean, is there a bigger one that I
took when Wyatt and I were dating? I think it was 88. Jerry DiNardo was at Vanderbilt, and they were 5-5, and they were trying to go to a bowl game, and we beat them 56-0. And we sat on literally the front row at Neyland Stadium. That was our first time. So that was probably the last meaningful Vanderbilt Tennessee game.
And right there, you knew she's like, "You're my good luck charm. We're gonna get married and have 3 kids." Oh man.
We used to not need good luck to beat Vanderbilt.
It's what is it, a 3-point spread? I think Vols are favored by 3 or something like that. It's gonna be tough. Well, you think about kind of the expectations of like A&M's undefeated heading to Austin this weekend. Tennessee's hosting Vanderbilt, who still has a chance at the college football playoff. Oklahoma and LSU, not the traditional rivalry. Sooners win, they're probably going to the playoff as well. Missouri's trying to salvage their season after some injuries have decimated it. Mississippi State could potentially ruin Ole Miss's season, and a lot of things have to happen. Egg Bowl, Lane Kiffin, there's just a lot of stuff there.
What about Alabama, Auburn? Is there still an outside shot? Auburn could be competitive.
Deuce night?
Are we totally believing this Alabama team is good enough?
Ty Simpson loves to turn the ball over, but he also loves to make plays, and I know he wasn't able to against Oklahoma. I just think that the crazy aspect is you're starting a kid in his second start ever. He's played one team. They played Mercer. Mercer, and they walloped him. I think he went like 75 in his opening run. But that is so intriguing to me. He's a true freshman, isn't he, Colton? Isn't that kid a true freshman? Lefty, Deuce Knight?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he's brand new.
And you had to sit your starter because you didn't want to burn the redshirt year.
Yeah.
And you don't even know who the coach is going to be.
I think it's a weird deal. But like you said, I would love to see that matchup. I was telling you before, so Florida and Florida State's not as consequential this weekend as it's been in the past. I'm going this weekend with our buddy Submit Head with Mock Legal Solutions to see Michigan, Ohio State. The game, as they call it, and it'll decide who goes to the Big Ten Championship, potentially who goes to the college football playoff. If Ohio State loses, they're still going to be there.
Are you going to wear your Razorback red?
I'm going to wear Arkansas stuff, but it's not going to be red because
you don't want to get hit in the back of the head.
People associate with Ohio State, so I don't want to do that. But this is a great. We talk about certain like October being. You've got the World Series, you've got big college football games, big NFL games as they can kind of get underway. I mean, there's a debate that this week is one of the best sports weekends of the year. When you
Thanksgiving football, you always got the Cowboys and the Lions on Thanksgiving. Meaningful now.
Yeah,
I mean those games they play are meaningful, and Dallas, it looks like that game's meaningful now. And then you got Arkansas and Duke, which is important.
Big game.
And then you got Texas.
I didn't even know Houston and Tennessee were playing this week. I had no idea who y'all playing. That's a huge game too.
Big game.
Yeah, so there's there's top.
Cost us the Final Four last year.
There's top 25 matchups. Arkansas has only played Duke 5 times, I think, in that series history, and it always seems to be a game of consequence, whether it's NCAA tournament or a big-time preseason or regular season tournament of sorts. So it'll be a fun weekend ahead, and we're going to get into all of it. Bobby Petrino with the media yesterday, shared some things on KJ Jackson, Taylor Green. Want to talk about, he mentioned Braylon Russell's injury, his job, and everything else going on. A few more Thanksgiving items to get into as well, including the apparent pie of Arkansas, according to a recent survey. You're traveling for Thanksgiving. Colton's traveling. I'm traveling. I feel like that Thanksgiving is the travel holiday and Christmas is the stay put holiday for family-wise.
I agree with that.
Anyone else disagree with this on Lewis Automotive? I think we're kind of
just glad we're driving and not flying.
Not flying. And I guess I am traveling for. I'm going to travel to see my parents until I don't want to get more, but I will always travel to see my significant or my family. My bonus mom actually called me the other day. It's like, you're always welcome with us. If you ever do get married and your significant other wants you to stay put, that's fine too. I was like, we will always travel for Thanksgiving.
I think you need to go out. You got that tight haircut. It looks good. You need to go to church with the family, and there's somebody out there for you. Tyler.
Well, here's the deal. This will be the first. Not my haircut is not only a sign of me growing up. This will be the first day before Thanksgiving, the Drinksgiving, that I'm going to spend the entire day with my family.
Wow. You're not participating in Blackout Wednesday.
Not participating.
Wow, Ty?
I am growing up.
That's
I'm 30.
serious
I'm
growth.
30 years old. I was like, okay, you're getting a little old to participate in that. So we are going to be with the family all day Wednesday and Thursday. So I will be, again, changes. One step at a time.
I'll get drunk for you Wednesday night.
There
You're
you go. That smirk over there. All right, Pradco Pyramid of Power coming up. Are you ready to hold this on your own? And here's some critiques with Tommy out. We're going to get into that momentarily. Did you happen to catch Mark May's comments at the Little Rock Touchdown Club?
Yeah, pretty pointed. Hunter.
Pretty straight.
Was he coached on that, or does he really think that in his heart?
I don't know. The Arkansas athletics director is always invited to the Little Rock Touchdown Club, and I'm starting to think Hunter's not going to catch an invite next year. If you missed it, Mark May, longtime ESPN college football analyst, former Pittsburgh Panther, and in his own words, Washington Redskin, was very. I don't know if I don't know if you caught those comments as well. He actually shared. He actually shared a very cool comment about Frank Broyles. I want to play in our Hog update as well. But the comments you were talking about there were very poignant at Hunter Yurachek. If you haven't heard these, brace yourself.
You want to look at good teams, good schools that have longevity, that are up at the top year in and year out. You look at the athletic director. He's probably somebody that's established, that's been there and done it. As it was said earlier, you've got more billionaires in this state than Alabama and anybody else in Mississippi does. Why can't you compete? Not only compete, but be better than them. Why can't you? You know, you've got to follow this football team, and you've got to get the support. And if I'm the athletic director here, I sure as heck don't come out and say in the media that we can't compete and we can't financially stand up to the other teams in this conference. You don't say that. Even if you know that, you say, you know what, we've got to come in here and build a better foundation, and we're in the process of getting better so we can compete with those guys, but that's what we're going to do. That's what you tell people. You don't tell them you can't compete. When you tell somebody you can't do something, you know what? You're telling them that they're a loser.
This is the opening drive.
Didn't hold back. I heard that, and I was just like, wow. So I have developed, I don't know if it's a grander view, you being vice president of Pradco and Tommy with his role as market manager here. I usually just used to come out guns blazing, guns hot. This manager, this owner, this so-and-so is an idiot. And Tommy has often been like, well, let's look at this and let's look at that. It's a tough job to be an AD in today's day and age of college athletics. I think Hunter's done some good things. I think he's done some bad things. Football team's not any good right now. At one point, Tennessee wasn't any good. Then Danny White went and hired Josh Heupel, and now everyone's happy. You got a good basketball team, a good football team, and we'll see about the baseball team post Tony Vitello. But do you see a distinction between, and that's the first, I think, national media member that's kind of dogged Hunter publicly. Do you see a distinction on how fans feel about Hunter Yurachek versus his thoughts from national media, college football playoff committee chairman. Is there a difference?
Here's the
two?
mistake he made, and no one wants to hear the truth from their athletic director when he says we don't have the money to compete. Okay, that might be the truth. I don't want to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want any athletic director associated with my program saying we can't compete because we can't get the money. Hey, we're working on it. Things are looking up. We got a plan. Don't tell me we suck. Don't tell me we don't have the money. Don't tell me we can't compete, because you lose hope.
Mm-hmm.
And when you lose hope,
Mm-hmm.
you lose the people. And in a soundbite era, he made a really bad soundbite. He's probably a really, really smart guy, knows what he's doing, but that was not smart.
And it seems like since then there's been at least, we hadn't seen the plan. I don't know if we'll ever see the plan, but what he has said is there's a plan in place to allocate some money. I'm paraphrasing. Allocate some money, get more funding to the athletics department, however it needs to be framed, or what in that sense. We haven't seen who the next head coach is. And similar to like Sam Pittman, everyone knew Sam Pittman was going to be let go if this season didn't go according to plan. Well, it did not go according to plan. They got blasted by Notre Dame, and you knew at that point there was going to be a change of leadership with the football program. You know, if Hunter Butcher's this hire, he's not going to be the AD. He's either going to go get another job or he's going to get let go. There are some people that think he's going to be fired before even next year. I don't know where they're getting that, but that's at least a thought from some Razorback fans. So that comparison to me, it's like this is the last chance. And it's like, as an AD, they're excelling everywhere else. You got a Hall of Fame coach in basketball, got a Hall of Fame coach in baseball. You've got a lot of other sports on campus that are having a high level of success. But it doesn't matter because your moneymaker is 16 out of 16 in the SEC. And that pains me to say, but there's not really a debate. Kentucky won a conference game. Mississippi State won a conference game. Vanderbilt's dominating. That's not a debate. Arkansas has the worst football program in the SEC. Do you disagree?
No, I mean, and Tennessee was there 6-7 years ago with Jeremy Pruitt, 0-8, 0 for the SEC, which if you don't beat Missouri, that's about what you're about to do. So, sometimes you got to hit rock bottom. You're going to hit rock bottom, and there's only one place to go.
Up. Hopefully up. All right, we got a Pradco Pyramid of Power coming up. That is our opening drive this morning. It's brought to you by APAC and Standard Materials Group, your number one source for top quality aggregates, asphalt, and ready mix concrete. You could be doing a small residential project or a large-scale commercial job. They've got you covered. No job is too big or too small. And they have the expert advice to go along with all that with their construction consultant services. Call them, 479-587-3300. Rock, asphalt, and ready mix needs. APAC and Standard Materials Group, 587-3300. We were talking about Feast Week, rivalry week ahead in college football, some big-time conference games, non-conference games. But leading up to it, to the college football playoff rankings tonight, we do what we do every single Tuesday, and that's the Pradco Pyramid of Power.
LearnNet.com, LearnNet.com. There you go.
Chrome Blackback, Chrome Blackback, Chrome Blackback.
Who are the best football teams in the SEC? Let's find out.
Perhaps I could be of some assistance.
This is the Pradco Pyramid of Power.
All righty, Bruce. Hit me.
Well, this is getting pretty easy because we're just going with talk. I'm just going to say this. The top three teams in the Pyramid of Power, just go ahead and put them in the college football playoff. A&M number 1, Georgia number 2, Ole Miss number 3. No matter what happens this week, all three of those teams are in the playoff.
Let me throw a wrench in that. If Lane Kiffin leaves after, doesn't matter. They're still going to. That would be such a slap in the face to all those kids.
I think it's going to happen.
You think it is going to happen?
I don't know. It'd be Lane Kiffin, wouldn't it?
Did you hear? I need to play this clip at some point today. Their chancellor, that was just like
we got really good assistant coaches.
Really, he just went on and on about their assistants. I heard that and I was like, maybe my theory about Lane just playing with the Florida and LSU is a dumb one. All right, so A&M
number 1,
Georgia 2,
number 2,
Ole Miss 3, all college football playoff locks.
And they all play rivalry games. A&M plays the Longhorns. Georgia plays Georgia Tech, which boy, after watching Pitt kind of manhandle Georgia Tech, that shines off that game. And then Ole Miss, Mississippi State. I don't know if they can rattle cowbells loud enough to stop Trinidad, but A&M, Georgia, Ole Miss, 1, 2, 3. I think they're all locks. Alabama has to win. They're 9-2. They're number 4 in the poll, but they got to beat Auburn. And even though it's at Tuscaloosa, I think that could be a tough game coming up. So Alabama number 4, Oklahoma, and this is that wonderful SEC with the fake rivalry, forced rivalry, Oklahoma and LSU. We're going to start seeing that from now on in the last game of the year. I think it's set up to be a good final game historically, but not this year.
So I've got some on that. Andrew Hutchinson, Best of Arkansas Sports, had a source that told him the LSU ban booked the final November weekend of next year, leading people to believe that LSU and Arkansas game is going to be back at the end of the year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because LSU, help me on this, Colton. LSU's permanent opponents are Arkansas, Ole Miss, and
I believe it's A&M.
A&M. So they're going to move off that game, and I think that's going to, which I was pumped about. I kind of started doing, like, I kind of started looking. I was like, I think they might move this game back. And unfortunately, it's kind of a way to protect LSU if they're good. I hate saying that, but it's reality. All right.
There you go. Okay, so Oklahoma number 5. They got to beat LSU. If they beat LSU, they're in the playoffs. If Alabama beats Auburn, they're in the playoffs. 5 SEC teams probably going to the playoffs. Unfortunately, our number 6 team, Vanderbilt, I feel bad for them, but I don't think they have the quality win that all the other teams have to get them in. So Vanderbilt, in my mind, is probably going to go 10-2. They're probably going to beat Tennessee. They're a complete team on both sides of the ball. They do have a Heisman Trophy candidate. Wouldn't surprise me to see Diego Pavia in New York City at the Touchdown Club. But unfortunately, I think they're going to go 10-2 and 6-2, and they're probably going to be on the outside looking in. In a normal year, you'd say Florida Citrus Bowl looks pretty good for Vanderbilt, but
not this year.
I don't think they're going to make it.
So on that note, when you compare them and Notre Dame, Vanderbilt's the better team, right? I mean, I think that would be a great game.
No.
You don't think so? Okay.
It took Notre Dame a while to get it going, but Jeremiah loved the way they're running the ball and their defense. Well, they scored the first 21 points defensively against Syracuse.
They've got it. Yeah, they've got it. I balance like the two. I know they beat USC, but the two like other tough games they played, they lost to Miami and lost to A&M, and A&M was at home. I don't know. I'm not trying to.
Would Vandy beat us 56-13?
Yes.
Oh, then maybe they are good.
They would.
Oh man.
Well, it's unfortunate. They had a
Bruce.
chance to beat Texas, and they were kind of in the game against Alabama, but the rest of the schedule, LSU was terrible. I mean, the rest of their wins just they don't stack up.
Yeah, let's see. Their best win of the season.
I'd take that schedule every year.
Had that close win against Missouri was probably their best win.
Yeah, but Missouri's, we've seen them. They'll finish with 8 wins if they win on Saturday. So that's not great. That's a fair point. They did blast Kentucky. They took care of business last week in Nashville, but I kind of think that you're right if it plays out like you said. All right, go ahead.
So Texas A&M number 1, Georgia number 2, Ole Miss number 3, Alabama number 4, Oklahoma number 5, and bringing up the rear at number 6, Vanderbilt.
Okay, your Pradco Pyramid of Power. Bruce, we're getting close to the holidays, man.
Well, 2 websites you need to check out, lurenet.com. You got fishing lure sales up to 50% off on great brands like Bomber, Head and Rebel, Booyah, Yum. Go check it out, lurenet.com. Get your lures, stocking stuffers in time for the holidays. And if you like catfishing, which I know a lot of you guys do on the Arkansas River below a lot of our dams on the tail races, go to whiskerseeker.com. It's our catfish company out of Des Moines, Iowa, and they got rods, reels, casting nets, hooks, all kinds of terminal tackle for catfishing. It's high-end stuff, whiskerseeker.com. Black Friday sales all over the place on lurenet.com and whiskerseeker.com right now.
Okay, lurenet.com, whiskerseeker.com. Bruce, have a great Thanksgiving.
Happy
man.
Thanksgiving, guys.
Be safe going to Tulsa. Morning Rush rolls on. Hog Update next.
Hey, Hawk fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert.
And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Folks, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
No, it's not Christmas yet.
No, Mom, he's referring to football season.
Oh, speaking of football, guess what we just got in?
Season tickets?
Sideline passes?
Well, close. We just started receiving the Nike sideline apparel like hats and polos.
Yeah, but did we get jerseys?
Yeah, we got both kinds, cardinal and white.
We also have youth and adult sizes.
That's great. People have been asking for that for quite some time now. Matt, by the way, I did some research, and there's no shot for going viral.
Oh, Lord. Mom, he's a goner.
Anyway, besides Nike, we also have Champion, Cutter & Buck, Tommy Bahama, and many other brands.
All at the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, which is 989 South Razorback Road, next to Baumwalker Stadium. Matt, you tell them all about them interweb page.
He means the website, which is shoponrazorback.com.
Or give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
The Powerball jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is now more than $500 million. So, what would you do if you won?
I would buy a mansion, buy my dream car.
I've always wanted to go to Dublin, sit in a pub, and just kind of see what life's like.
I'm probably going to pass out.
Got your ticket? If not, visit your local lottery retailer for your chance to win the Powerball jackpot of more than $500 million. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
I'm going to have to lean towards Ty here.
This is the Morning Rush.
How could I possibly be expected to handle work on a day like this? Take a day off and check out the certified pre-owned rides at Wrath Auto Resources. All this month, take advantage of huge discounts on our road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, inspected, reconditioned, and backed by a comprehensive warranty. So choice. I highly recommend picking one up. Life moves pretty fast, so stop and look around at Wrath Auto Resources. 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, WrathAutoFortSmith.com. You're still here? The ad's over.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
The Golf Nuts' new state-of-the-art putting room is officially open. Come roll the best putters on the market, like Scotty Cameron, Lab, Ping, Odyssey, and Bettinardi, and leave with a stroke that'll scare your playing partners. Visit the Golf Nut for a great selection of Christmas gifts for your favorite golfer, like rangefinders, clubs, golf balls, apparel, or a gift certificate to the new indoor hitting bay or shop. The Golf Nut, 5121 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith.
Powerball jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is now more than $500 million. So, what would you do if you won?
I would buy a mansion, buy my dream car.
I've always wanted to go to Dublin, sit in a pub, and just kind of see what life's like.
I'm probably going to pass out.
Got your ticket? If not, visit your local lottery retailer for your chance to win the Powerball jackpot of more than $500 million. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Contractors, you've got jobs to win and customers to impress. That's why you choose Luxair HVAC systems, built for performance, efficiency, and reliability. And at J&B Supply, we've had your back since 1968. We're a local family-owned distributor that treats our customers like family too, with the products, expertise, and service you need to get the job done right. For over 50 years, HVAC and plumbing pros have trusted J&B Supply in Fort Smith, Springdale, and Bentonville. J&B Supply, where the professionals go.
Hi, this is Lindsay White, and I'm proud to share that White Office Machines has now officially become part of the Datamax family. You'll continue to see the same local support teams you know and trust, plus industry-leading Kyocera copiers with statewide service and expanded IT, phone, and document solutions. Together, we're stronger, and together we're ready to create a raving fan out of your business. I know my dad and our staff are excited about this new chapter, as it takes our capabilities to a whole new level. For you, learn more at datamaxarkansas.com.
It's the season for shopping a store that honors Christ all year long. It's the season for shopping a Solid Rock. Lots of gift ideas, including home decor, greeting cards, books, women's boutique items, and of course, Bibles. And while you're there, make your gift extra special with custom laser engraving, pins, cutting boards, wallets, Bibles, and more. Lots of selections to choose from, or ask about custom orders. The Solid Rock, located next to Sam's Club on South 74th in Fort Smith. The Solid Rock, family owned and serving the River Valley for over 48 years.
You can't control your future, but you can control which Taco Bell Lux Cravings box you're gonna get later. Iconic classics for $5, a plethora of indulgences for $7, or diving into the unknown for $9, where the new steak and poblano rolled quesadilla rolls real fire-roasted poblanos into a whole new thing. In any event, the future is literally in your hands. Now eat it before it gets cold. Choose your Lux Cravings box today, only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation varies. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
There's only one Razorback.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
Razorback fans, let's stand up and call those.
107 down.
This one belongs to the Razorbacks. Ball's on the ground, picked up by Colin. Alex has got room.
Everybody, woo big doing. This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush. Brought to you by Mr. Sparky. Need a licensed electrician to service your home? For one of their local pros, call 888-8-SPARKY.
I mean, it's been difficult. I can't say it hasn't been difficult. You know, there's a staff that was already in place. There's guys in the building that, you know, you didn't hire, you're trying to make it so everybody has a good experience. You're trying to go out and compete on the field, find ways to win. We haven't been able to do that. We've gotten very close a number of times and then just didn't follow through with it. So it hasn't been like the funnest thing I've ever done in my life, I can tell you that. But, you know, we just tried to make it about the players and encouraging them to do well.
That was Bobby Petrino's answer to asking what it's been like to return as Arkansas's interim head coach. And I would probably agree with that, saying it hasn't been the most thrilling, the most interesting. What would you rate 1 to 10? 877-377-6963. What would you rate his performance taking over post Notre Dame game? I guess that'll be 7 games that he'll be the head coach. What do you give him?
Like out of 10?
I guess, yeah, out of 10.
Out of 10, okay. This is really hard because I like Bobby Petrino. I remember all the good times, and I'm very thankful for his leadership during these trying times that we've gone through right now. But the guy's lost every game he's been in, and he's obviously been dealt a very bad hand with having a bad roster. So for that, I'm just going to go ahead and put it right in the middle at a 5, because even though he's lost every single game, they have been competitive in all of them. I mean, really, they've been competitive in all of them. And outside of maybe the fourth quarter a little bit there against Texas, these guys are still bought in and they're still trying. So, I mean, it's made for at least entertaining football to watch.
3-point loss to Tennessee, 3-point loss to A&M, 9-point loss to Auburn, 4 picks in that game, or 4 turnovers. State was what, a 2-point game? 1-point game? I can't remember.
I don't know who lost.
LSU 1-point loss, and then Texas was 52-37, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, the games, well, the Texas game, once the second half started, you were not going to win that football game. Hasn't been just 56-3 or
13.
like, yeah. And I think about the 50. When I say 56-3, I think about what happened to Auburn. What happened to Arkansas against Auburn? What seemed like back-to-back years under Gus Malzahn when you were playing him back in the day. Quentin in Clarksville hates it for his guy, Bobby. Kind of like you. It's like you associate the good times with Bobby Petrino, and unfortunately in the first 6 games, and I'm going to guess the 7th, they're going to end all in losses. But it would be nice to give him that final victory against the Missouri Tigers. Is that going to change him being the head coach? I don't think so. I think the writing's on the wall. Yeah. He did get asked yesterday about returning as OC.
Yeah, things that I haven't thought about. So, you know, it's hard for me to say that right now.
Me personally, I don't think he reverts back to being an OC. I do think that there are, as Tommy's pointed out, group of 5 opportunities that he would be interested in, and that they would be interested in him. At least a look. I guess it was Charlotte he interviewed with the past offseason, according to reports. I don't know what jobs, between Memphis, UTSA, Tulane, and others, what jobs end up coming open. A lot of it's going to hinge and depend on what Lane Kiffin does after the Egg Bowl, which reportedly that decision is going to be made public, according to Keith Carter, their athletics director. So still a lot to think about on the coaching front for Arkansas. Did hear from Kane Womack yesterday, who's a popular name right now. Here's what he said about the job.
I appreciate the question, but I'm just not going to address any job opportunities
I don't know what other job opportunities he's being in the running for or that is being reported about. But that is, again, the quick little answer, quick little response to what he had to say about the Arkansas coaching job. All right, that is your Hog Update this morning, brought to you by our friends at Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
All right, so we're traveling for Thanksgiving. Colton is, I am, and Bruce is as well. I wonder, I haven't asked this guy yet. David Rath Mitsubishi up in Springdale. David, are you traveling for Thanksgiving? You staying put, man?
We're just heading down to the other side of the tunnel. My wife's family does their thing down in Fort Smith, and so we're just doing that. It's not a big trip by any means, not an overnight or anything. Just kind of shooting down and back.
What are you tasked with bringing or cooking?
I would have to ask my wife about that. Honestly, I'm really not sure.
David's bringing his appetite.
I'm tasked with bringing everybody.
Okay,
That's about all I've got, man.
Well, when it's cold and you're traveling, you want to make sure you have a vehicle that gets you to point A to point B. And I know you guys have a bunch of them that are marked down on both lots, Rath Auto Resources and Rath Mitsubishi, both sides of the tunnel, like you're experiencing this week.
Yeah, we do. We've been kind of playing both sides of it a little bit. We're trying to mark down current inventory, make room for fresh stuff. So Dad's been buying a bunch, and we're trying to roll out some of the old stuff that we've had for a minute and make room for the new. So we've got a lot of markdowns across the lot on both new and used. The new cars up here at the Mitsubishi store, those are marked at dealer cost. I mean, you're basically buying them like if I was trading them to another dealer, plus rebates and all that other stuff. So big savings on those. Big savings on the Road Ready certified cars, both in Springdale and in Fort Smith. They got some really good specials going on in the Meineke Car Care at both places too right now. So like if you aren't trading, still want to make sure your car's ready for holiday travel, cold weather, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So specials on tires, specials on brakes, free inspections, coolant, all that good stuff. All the stuff that you want to get taken care of before that real bad first cold snap hits, because by then it's kind of too late. She'll start giving you trouble then.
It's coming. So
yeah.
Make sure you're taking care of it. The Meineke Car Care Center, both locations, Rath Auto Resources in Fort Smith and Rath Mitsubishi in Springdale. David, happy Thanksgiving. Be safe coming down here, okay?
Yeah, you guys be safe too. Have a good holiday.
Morning Rush Daily Question. When we come back, more coaching stuff after this.
We have money. Our donors have been very good financially to us. We have money.
This is the Morning Rush.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert.
And this is Matt, and we're at the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Folks, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
No, it's not Christmas yet.
No, Mom, he's referring to football season.
Oh, speaking of football, guess what we just got in?
Season tickets?
Sideline passes?
Well, close. We just started receiving the Nike sideline apparel like hats and polos.
Yeah, but did we get jerseys?
Yeah, we got both kinds, cardinal and white.
We also have youth and adult sizes.
That's great. People have been asking for that for quite some time now. Matt, by the way, I did some research, and there's no shot for going viral.
Oh, Lord. Mom, he's a goner.
Anyway, besides Nike, we also have Champion, Cutter & Buck, Tommy Bahama, and many other brands.
All at the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, which is 989 South Razorback Road, next to Baumwalker Stadium. Matt, you tell them all about them interweb-based brands.
He means the website, which is shop on Razorback.com.
Or give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
The Powerball jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is now more than $500 million. So, what would you do if you won?
I would buy a mansion, buy my dream car.
I've always wanted to go to Dublin, sit in a pub, and just kind of see what life's like.
I'm probably going to pass out.
Got your ticket? If not, visit your local lottery retailer for your chance to win the Powerball jackpot of more than $500 million. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Number 5, you better look at him a little closer. He's a football player.
This is the Morning Rush.
How could I possibly be expected to handle work on a day like this? Take a day off and check out the certified pre-owned rides at Rath Auto Resources. All this month, take advantage of huge discounts on our road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, inspected, reconditioned, and backed by a comprehensive warranty. So choice. I highly recommend picking one up. Life moves pretty fast, so stop and look around at Rath Auto Resources. 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, rathautofortsmith.com. You're still here? The ad's over.
Right now, someone in a Hardee's kitchen is about to warm up your holiday with the new grilled cheese bacon burger. Charbroiled 100% Angus beef, bacon, and Swiss and American cheese melting on our soft, buttery sourdough. And our new grilled cheese breakfast sandwich with sausage or bacon and a fried egg. For your inner child and your grown-up cravings, the new grilled cheese bacon burger and breakfast sandwich. For a limited time, only at Hardee's. Cinnamon Raisin Biscuits are back. Unwrap them while you can. Only for a limited time at participating restaurants.
Basketballs bounce, cheerleaders cheer, and fans are flocking to the paint store in Van Buren. The paint store in Van Buren is known for their color matching. The paint store in Van Buren is known for their help with color selection. The paint store in Van Buren shares their expert advice from 35 years of experience. If you haven't been to the paint store in Van Buren, you are missing out. How about you give them a shout next time you need some real-life help you can't get on YouTube?
Spooked by the thought of a custody battle with your ex? Get the chills thinking about high hourly billing from another lawyer? Don't hide in the dark. Call me, Jackie Mock with Mock Legal Solutions. Divorce and custody can be scary. You need an attorney who can help at a price you can afford. At Mock Legal Solutions, we offer flat fees and payment plans. Call today. The first consultation is always free. 479-769-1505. Mock Legal Solutions. Real advice, reasonable price.
It's always good to be home for the holidays. So if you are currently looking for a different rental, or you're new to the area and looking for your first rental in the River Valley, Marshall's Management has you covered. Apartments, duplexes, and single-family homes are all part of Marshall's rental inventory. And currently, Marshall's is offering holiday specials with big discounts on first month's rent and signing gifts to help you enjoy the holidays in your new home. Check out availability at marshallsrentals.com and get your unit picked out before they're all gone.
Champion Cycling wants to help you find the joy in cycling that's been a part of their family for many years. Register today through December 21st at hitthatline.com for your chance to win a specialized road bike just in time for Christmas. Whether you're a child getting your first bike, an adult who hasn't been on a bike in years, or someone who's looking to podium at their next race, Champion Cycling wants to help you find the right bike. A great selection of bikes, cycling apparel, and accessories, and great service. 5500 Mazard Road in Fort Smith. Find your next ride with Champion Cycling.
COP CDL Academy is a licensed Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration that provides the federal required training to obtain both Class A and Class B CDL licenses. Our program provides assistance with employment after graduation. We have finance and grant options available. Students straight out of class have started new careers earning $70,000 to $140,000 per year, and training is provided for all 50 states. Call today, 479-632-1050, COP CDL Academy.
Here's NASCAR Hall of Famer Mark Martin.
As a race car driver for 40 years, I survived a lot of crashes. Not everyone can run into a wall at 200 miles an hour and walk away. Without a seatbelt, I wouldn't be alive today. Now I'm retired, back home in Arkansas driving my pickup. I'm shocked how many people aren't wearing seatbelts. Why risk your life when it only takes 2 seconds to buckle up? Take it from number 6. Buckle up, Arkansas.
A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Christian's Place in Lowell online at carpathsocial.com.
All right, so we were talking about this earlier. Travel around the holidays seems to be more predominant around Thanksgiving than Christmas. Are you traveling for Thanksgiving? And if so, where? You're going to Texas.
Yeah.
Where in Texas?
The Metroplex, baby. Prosper, McKinney. I'll be going to probably somewhere in Arlington. I got to travel all around that place. Gabby's got a bunch of people, a big family over there, and I got to make it to, I think, 3 Thanksgiving festivities.
Wow.
So some kind of brunch, a lunch, and then a dinner. I'm excited about it because all I do is show up and just eat. And I have a baby now, so I just hand them off to people.
There
so it's
you go.
Great.
Lewis Automotive Group Hotline, 877-377-6963. Where are you traveling, if at all, for Thanksgiving? If you're staying put, where you're staying put at. I'm going to Little Rock. Bruce mentioned he's going to Tulsa. We've got a few other texters that have sent in that they are traveling as well. I travel for Christmas and Thanksgiving just because my parents are down in the capital city, and that's going to be something I'll do for quite some time. I don't like the one time we traveled to Northwest Arkansas when I was a kid from Little Rock. It snowed in Little Rock. Think of how weird this is. It snowed in Little Rock, and it didn't snow in Rogers. I told my dad, I was like, we're never traveling for Christmas.
You missed
again.
out on a white Christmas.
Yeah,
That's
and
a shame.
he said, and I was like, I think 8 or 9 at the time. He's like, yes, I agree. And I don't think that happens often when a kid tells his father something and the father's like, yeah, I agree on that. By the way, we're also asking about Thanksgiving movies. We had a texter, Colton, that sent in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That's his Thanksgiving movie.
I think so. I was looking this morning, like I said, for movies that involve Thanksgiving, and there were some some real stretches on a lot of the lists that I got. And from what I gathered, the Thanksgiving movie list, Thanksgiving is just like you have comfort food. So I guess most people's Thanksgiving movie lists are just comfort movies as well.
That makes sense.
Monty Python, hey, more power to you.
Paul in Midway is hoping he'd get an invite to Zach's house on Thanksgiving. I don't know if that's out in the mail or if that's going to be
just you and Zach just staring at each other.
That's we'll have to wait and see if that ends up happening. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which we've got the theme for this morning. M.A. in Glenwood. That's his best Thanksgiving movie. That's a good one, M.A. Hopefully, I say it's a good one. I've never seen it, but I've heard good things.
You've never seen the movie?
No,
it's a good. Watch it this weekend if you have time, Ty.
Well,
it's a really good one.
I'll be with the nieces, and you said that's not a movie suitable for.
Well, it's rated PG, but this is PG by 1987 standards, so they're pretty. Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah, I think there's only maybe 6 or 7 F words. They all happen in one at the same time, one after the other.
Jesse from Springdale's excited for this weekend because we're getting the first 4 episodes of the last season of Stranger Things tomorrow.
Oh, that's my beef for tomorrow, actually.
What, Stranger Things?
Yes. Stranger Things is so stupid. So all these 4 episodes or whatever, they're all going to be like an hour and a half long. I don't have time for that. Who's got time to watch this hour and a half long movie for an episode? And these kids are supposed to be kids now. They're all 22 years old because it takes you 45 years to do the VFX for all these stupid monsters in the Upside Down. It's crazy.
Now I feel like we've just gone on a completely another tangent.
Sorry,
Chris wants to know, you're fine. Chris wants to know how a British movie can be a Thanksgiving movie when England doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for that. All right, that is a Roundabout Cart Pass Social Morning Rush Daily Question. I was actually talking with Christian and Nate this week. I know they're excited for the holidays and what's to come for Cart Path in 2026. Well, for now, you can book your Christmas party there. Whether you're a company owner, you're a manager, or you're just a friend or family member that wants to do it at an awesome facility. CartPassSocial.com. Click on the events tab. Gift cards, perfect stocking stuffers for this holiday season. It's always BYOB at Cart Pass Social. Plus, you can bring in your own food to eat as well. You don't have to wear golf attire. You can come in relaxed. 122 Grand Place in Lowell. Give them a call, 479-487-3622. That's my buddies, Nate Garehan, Christian Olson, CartPassSocial.com. 2 Rogers guys that love the Arkansas Razorbacks and love hanging out in Northwest Arkansas. Want to mention this news report before we get back into the coach stuff. University is apparently going to build a new parking garage on Razorback Road.
Nice.
Over 1,500 parking spaces. It's going to be opening in 2029. It's going to cost over $70 million. The student enrollment now has busted 34,000 people.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I think it was 28, 27 when I was in school, around there. And you're running out of room.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that they're doing this is, I think, a good thing, don't you?
Yeah, well, parking on that campus is a mess. Like Monday through Friday, Saturday through Sunday, pretty much 24/7, 365. Because like you said, they're running out of room right there. They put the campus in the middle of town, and the campus is kind of outgrown the middle of town. So they've got to find some creative ways, and a parking garage is a good way to do it.
We're not doing Talk of the Town coming up at 10 a.m. after Tom. We'll save that for when Tommy's back next week. He's back tomorrow for What's Your Beef Wednesday as well. I know
there's sure to be lots of juicy stories to happen over the holiday weekend.
Yes, the conversation, I would guess, around the Thanksgiving table, not only kind of what's going on with family and stuff, but what's going on with this coaching search. So Pete Thamel reported, thought it might be finished up, rounded up by not this upcoming rivalry weekend, but this past weekend. you've got a thought, a theory that he isn't right.
No, this is all no disrespect to Pete Thamel. He is like literally on the cutting edge. He is at the pulse of everything in college football. He is a great reporter and is fantastic at what he does. I just don't think that he's getting the right information. I think that it's not been a national guide to break these last several hires that we've had. The Calipari hire, I don't remember Sam Pittman being mentioned by any national people because most of them didn't care. But I don't think that it's going to be a national guy that breaks this story. Last time we heard about Calipari was Wes Moore. So I imagine it'll be somebody of that ilk, somebody that's more local, has a little bit more pull with people here that might just have got their scent, have just picked up the scent and be on the right trail with it. But that's just my theory, and it's purely just me with my tinfoil on. But I mean, I really don't know who the next coach is going to be as well as anybody else. Now, what am I going to get asked all Thanksgiving weekend long? Hey, who's going to be the next coach? No clue. I want to give a different answer every time, though, and pretend that it's the real answer.
I could be proven wrong, but I believe Bobby Petrino has been ruled out. We'll have to wait and see. All right, let's go to Lance, who's in Fayetteville. Lance and William have been patiently waiting. William, we'll get to you in just a sec. Lance, go ahead, man. You're on the morning rush.
Hey, buds. You travel less on Christmas because anywhere you're heading you're going to hit snow, as if you're not even hitting it coming out of the driveway, But it's easier to travel during Thanksgiving. Anyway, hey, so I'm going to pipe in on probably an idea that people's already thrown out in regard to NIL and transfer portal is the pro game, NFL, MLB, NBA. If you win the proverbial Super Bowl, then you get the last pick, hypothetically, on every round of the draft in all those. And so that needs to happen. And the people who will hate this will be Alabama fans, the lunatics of the absolute planet, and Georgia and Ohio State and, whoever. So, but the rest, you got to put a cap. If you win the national championship and you're Georgia, you get less transfer portals the next spring, and you get a cap on your NIL, whether you like it or not. And then same thing, you're number 5, Alabama, you get a proportionate number of less portal transfers and a proportionate cap on what you can pay people. And, a lot of people would say, well, that's socialism. Really? Is it socialism in pro sports? And I'm a Republican, so I'm not some advocate of socialism, let me tell you. But something's got to happen. At some point, G5s are either going to go out of business or they're just going to have to go down to 1AA because they don't have the money to keep up with this stuff. And then that's probably true with a majority of I'm sorry, did I say G5s? Yeah, G5s. That's probably true with a majority of the P4s. The Purdue's. I know Purdue's a good school. They got money. I understand that. But, it can't become a money game. If it's going to become a money game, then there needs to be caps put on things a la the way the pros handle it. And if, Brian in River Valley, who's working at Taco Bell and living with his mommy, if he wants to brag about Texas oil millionaires making Texas winners, I mean, I'm not a fan of that. If he wants, he can have at it, Well, I just don't think we can go forward with this much longer. I think it's a house of cards, and there needs to be some kind of common sense put into this whole thing.
Let's talk to William in Lafayette. William, go ahead, man. You're on the morning rush. All right, he was sorry, William. We'll try and get back to you. I think to Lance's point,
it's creative.
They're at least trying to reel some of that in with the television revenue distributions at 21.5. I think that number's right. and they're trying to curtail some of this. Is it going to work? That's the bigger question. And there's a lot of gray areas right now. Hunter Yurchek's alluded to him, the road thing that people mess with him about. Lance, I get where you're coming from, but I don't think the blue bloods of college football are going to be in favor of hurting their programs.
Yeah.
Following success.
They're not going to sign up to have their legs cut off at the knee. Absolutely, in no way. And I think that I think that it's a very, very noble thing to want to have to try and, Robin Hood all these great transfer portal players and all this money away from obviously the blue bloods of this sport and give it back to the have-nots like Arkansas and the rest of us and the P4 like he mentioned, and to save the G5 football programs from not becoming completely irrelevant. There's a lot to what Lance is saying, but Ty, you're absolutely right. There's no way that Alabama or Georgia or Ohio State or LSU's of the world, the Texases, would say, yeah, that's fine. We'll let you guys take all these things that we rightfully earned by being good for all these years before there was all this lawlessness.
Yeah. All right, hour number 2 coming up. Tom Murphy's going to join us in just a bit. We are brought to you this morning by Arts Barbecue and Burgers on Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith. I'm stopping by there tomorrow to pick up some Thanksgiving supplies. I had it this weekend, had the sloppy pig burger, and had that brisket case code. Tommy's been talking about it for a while. I finally got it, and it is fantastic. Arts Barbecue and Burgers, #1 place for Thanksgiving pit stop, plus their burgers are awesome. That's Arts Barbecue and Burgers on Rogers Avenue, next to Buddy's in Fort Smith.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert. And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Folks, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
No, it's not Christmas yet.
No, Mom, he's referring to football season.
Oh, speaking of football, guess what we just got in?
Season tickets?
Sideline passes?
Well, close. We just started receiving the Nike sideline apparel like hats and polos.
Yeah, but did we get jerseys?
Yeah, we got both kinds, cardinal and white.
We also have youth and adult sizes.
That's great. People have been asking for that for quite some time now. Matt, by the way, I did some research, and there's no shot for going viral.
Oh, Lord. Mom, he's a goner.
Anyway, besides Nike, we also have Champion, Cutter & Buck, Tommy Bahama, and many other brands.
All at the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, which is 989 South Razorback Road, next to Baumwalker Stadium. Matt, you tell them all about them interweb-based brands.
He means the website, which is shoponrazorback.com.
Or give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
The Powerball jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is now more than $500 million. So, what would you do if you won?
I would buy a mansion, buy my dream car.
I've always wanted to go to Dublin, sit in a pub, and just kind of see what life's like.
I'm probably going to pass out.
Got your ticket? If not, visit your local lottery retailer for your chance to win the Powerball jackpot of more than $500 million. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Listen up, crappie anglers. When it comes to crappie fishing, there's only one baby shad. The original baby shad, crappie fishing's #1 selling bait. Featuring a sleek back, streamlined belly, and quivering tail, that bait just won't stop moving, no matter the temps, no matter the conditions. Built for dead sticking and action-based techniques also, the original baby shad gets right to the point, catching slabs and filling freezers. Bobby Garland Crappie Baits, the leader in crappie fishing innovation.
This is the Morning Rush.
Budweiser, the American lager. A time-honored recipe, true to our original process, brewed using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt, delivering great quality beer since 1876. Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
State sales tax paid on every pre-owned vehicle on the lot during the Thanksgiving No Tax Sales event at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. With new lower interest rates and the most for your trade, now is the time. No state sales tax on every pre-owned vehicle, now through the end of November. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith. No tax does not apply to previously negotiated deals. Valley Family Dental at the entrance to Riley Farms provides every type of dental care and procedure for you and your family. General dentistry, braces, implants, same-day crowns, and cosmetics. Dr. Sparkman, Farmer, and now Dr. Blaine Van Nice work to give all of their patients a better life with a better smile. Valley Family Dental, 5901 Riley Park Drive, Suite A at the entrance to Riley Farms. Let them know you heard this on ESPN Radio and receive $300 off a snore guard. Valley Family Dental, 479-226-3500 for an appointment or visit valleyfamilydentalpractice.com.
Hey, Razorback fans, basketball and movie season are here, and Sofa City has your home court advantage. Check out their immersive home entertainment furniture, zero-gravity power recliners with heat, massage, surround sound, and more. You won't just watch the game, you'll feel every buzzer beater and blockbuster. And Black Friday deals are going on right now. Get a $50 recliner when you buy the matching sofa and love seat for just $9.98. See more Black Friday deals at SofaCityUSA.com. Buy it today and enjoy it tonight at Sofa City.
I want to ride my bicycle.
Looking for a new ride or need a tune-up? Champion Cycling in Fort Smith has you covered. From top-of-the-line bikes like Specialized and Surly to expert repairs, apparel, and accessories, we've got everything you need to hit the trails. Stop by 5500 Mazard Road during business hours or shop anytime online at championcycling.com. Champion Cycling, helping you share in the joy of cycling.
Hey Razorback fans, Matt Jones here. We're all experiencing higher prices on just about everything, and that includes sunrooms, patio covers, and windows. If you've gotten an estimate on any of these projects and you were shocked by the price, then you need to call Sawyers. They've been making quality, affordable products for 35 years. They're local, they have 100% financing, and a beautiful showroom with all their products displayed. So give my buddy Buzz a call or check them out, sawyers-sunrooms.com.
It's time for the annual 5K Mercy Turkey Run. Join us Thanksgiving morning, Thursday, November 27th, and start your holiday off on the right foot. Every participant receives a medal and t-shirt, and winners take home the pie. Don't forget about the individual and group costume contest. Make sure to register before Wednesday, November 26th at noon to join the fun. Mercy Turkey Run is proudly presented by Cherokee Casino and Hotel and Ware Construction. Bring your family and friends to Do It for the Pie. Register today at mercyhealthfoundation.net/turkey run.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, partly sunny sky. Our high temperatures will be in the low to mid 60s. A decrease in the cloud cover tonight, and overnight low will drop down mid to upper 30s. Wednesday, sunny and cooler, a high in the upper 40s to low 50s. And then Thanksgiving, sunny skies, a high near 50. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Forest Grain Incorporated, committed to setting the standard of excellence since 1936. From the Bushlight Studios, this is ESPN 95.3, KERX Paris, Fort Smith.
Are you sure this is legal? I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
Dear Lord, we realize that lately everything's been changing too damn fast. And all sorts of things are always the same, even things we hated, like shoveling the turkey and stuffing the snow.
Happy Thanksgiving. I hate turkey.
It's not very Thanksgiving-y.
You ever traveled by bus before?
I didn't know.
Daddy!
Del Griffith, I want you to meet my father-in-law, Walt, my mother-in-law, Peg, my mother, Joy, my dad, Mark. Glad to see you. Welcome, Del. Guys, Neil Jr. Hello, Jim, Marty, and somewhere around here is my little baby boy, Steph.
A person should never turn down a big honor. This time I'm gonna kick that football clear to the moon.
Live from the Bushlight Studios.
Produced by Golden Little.
It's heartbreaking when the worst person you know makes a great point.
With Ty Richardson.
That was something.
This is The Morning Rush.
Hour number 2 of the Morning Rush here, a Talk of the Town Tuesday. We're going to bang this segment coming up. Tommy's not here with us. I feel like it's not fitting unless he's here for us to debate and duel and go back and forth a little bit. He'll be back with us tomorrow for a What's Your Beef Wednesday. Holden kind of put together a good couple of clips from different movies and TV shows of Thanksgiving stuff. I know people are traveling for the holidays, like Kip, who's traveling from Austin, Texas to Jacksonville. I know he's listening to us probably, if I had to guess, on the Hit That Line Now app, which is always powered by Taco Bell. Whether you're craving something saucy, cheesy, or crunchy, Taco Bell's got you covered. New Cravings value menu, 10 items to choose from, priced at $3 or less. It's the Hit That Line Now app powered by Taco Bell. If you want to listen to Bobby Petrino from yesterday, you can do it there. If you want to watch the Morning Rush, Chuck and Bo, Ruskin and Zach, halftime, you can do it there. You can do pretty much anything on the Hit That Line Now app powered by Taco Bell. Still taking your calls and text here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Tom Murphy's going to be there momentarily as well. I want to go over, hadn't done this just yet. I want to go back to this. We were kind of talking around it earlier. Rivalry weekend ahead. You got feast week of college basketball and rivalry weekend of college football where there's some pivotal games that determine who's going to Atlanta for the SEC championship. If Alabama wins, they're in. If Georgia has an Alabama loss or a Texas A&M loss, they're in. They're not playing a non-conference game this weekend. If Ole Miss, they've got to win, plus an Alabama loss and a Texas A&M loss. So they need some help to go to Atlanta. Texas A&M is in via a win or an Alabama and Ole Miss loss. So those are the scenarios. It would be nice to see Arkansas on that list at some point in time where we're talking about scenarios for the Razorbacks in the national championship picture and in the college football playoff picture and the SEC championship picture. But it's going to be a while. By the way, it was pointed out to me travel-wise, not just by Lance and Fayetteville that mentioned more people travel around Thanksgiving this time of year because it's not as cold. There's less likely to be snow, but also Thanksgiving cold and it's easier to plan around it, being that you often get off Black Friday unless you work in retail.
Yeah, that's true.
And you got the weekend through. Christmas, I think, falls on Thursday actually
Christmas
this year.
is on Thursday.
And some people don't get off Friday or whatever, so that makes sense. Scott pointed that out via our Lewis Automotive Group hotline. All right, we do it every single Tuesday. We don't get him twice this week. We just get him once. We got to make the most of this. Tom Murphy joins us now on the Morning Rush.
We got something called beef, B-E-E-F.
This hour of the Morning Rush is presented by the Arkansas Beef Council. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Tom,
I wish you off the jump a happy Thanksgiving as it is Thanksgiving week. Do you have a food item that you cook each and every year? Do you have a Tom Murphy special that people look forward to?
Well, hey, I appreciate being on, and thanks for your kind words. I don't do a lot of cooking. I mean, I'm kind of a regular. I don't do the turkey or anything, but I'm planning a nice fruit salad this year. That's turned into one of my favorites. I guess it's called ambrosia or something. You stir some, I don't know, mayo or yogurt or something in there. I'm looking up the recipe. But I am a huge devourer of turkey and ham and pecan pie at Thanksgiving, and my wife and her family have done a tremendous job of that over the years.
Well, we don't have to avoid eating Thanksgiving on Thursday. Arkansas plays on Saturday, of course. I know the games have been traditionally Friday after Thanksgiving. The SEC moved it. I don't know if you caught. Did you listen to Dan Hurley yesterday at all, Tom? Have you heard those comments?
I did. The tryptophan. Brett Bielema was a big tryptophan guy. Okay. So, wow.
I had never heard it.
Oh yeah, Brett used to say at every Thanksgiving week game about the tryptophan. The tryptophan makes you slow, and you have to come back from it. But he didn't use the spicy words. I don't think that Dan Hurley did.
Yeah, Hurley likes to curse and say some profanity. I feel like that's laced throughout his press conference. But that was interesting yesterday. All right, so speaking of press conferences, Tom, couple headlines, couple questions I have following Bobby Petrino's press conference yesterday. I want to start with the quarterback position. So Taylor Green comes out for what was an injury, and then he's good to go, and Petrino's like, no, we're sticking with KJ. Gets asked yesterday about starting quarterback and what that looks like and maybe when the decision is made. We'll hear from him tonight on his coach's show, no teleconference tomorrow. Tom, to me, right, the fact that he didn't say Taylor Green is the starter leads me to believe that KJ might try it out there and start Saturday. What did you make of yesterday?
Well, I think it's all part of, he wants Taylor to play better and not make decisions like the one. I think he was frustrated with Taylor that, Rohan Jones was not in the flats where he was supposed to be, but you don't run to the line. And poor Taylor, there's so much on his plate. but you don't run to the line and then just throw a pitch like that into space where the only guy around was a Texas safety. The thing is, if KJ had not performed well, then, I think it would be easy peasy, go right back to Taylor. And it being senior day, I would tend to think that they would go with Taylor, but I'm not sure that Bobby Petrino is I'm an emotional guy in that way. Like, oh yeah, I'm just going to go with the senior. He's a results driven guy. But look, KJ played really well other than the one time. And Colin Simmons, and I know Imarian Harris came out after that play, but Colin Simmons bolted around that end. I mean, that was his best pass rush of the day. They contained him pretty well to get him on the strip sack. I say all of that to say I'd like to see more of Taylor. I like KJ. I think he's got a great future ahead of him. I mean, the seriousness with which he took the reins and didn't take that wrestling belt that they give guys who score touchdowns. That struck the right chord with me. And eventually I hope we see both of them on Saturday.
Yeah, and he even brought up a Howard Schnellenberger reference, Tom, back to, which I thought that was pretty crazy when that was talked about. Other thing that was discussed, Tom, that I thought was important was him being asked about still being a candidate for this job or even coming back as an OC, and he kind of deflected and said, I haven't thought about that, which is probably what you need to say as the coach in this situation. Tom, in your best, you're around the program, you've got insight. In your best estimation, has Bobby Petrino been eliminated from the head coaching job moving forward at Arkansas?
I can't say that. And, Hunter Yurchek had to do his diligence and interview and, vet a lot of guys. And we know, and as I wrote today, 20 plus that, they've discussed it with. However, I think if nobody, like in the 19 search, if nobody just knocks it out of the park or whatever, would Bobby Petrino be a horrible fallback guy? I think it would be a lot more palatable had he won a couple of those home games or upset Tennessee or upset Texas last week or wins against Missouri on Saturday. If he'd won 3 of those games, I think there would be kind of this, movement to make him the coach. But that didn't happen. I think he's still got the coaching chops. And I do want to say this. I think his stewardship of the program through this time has been admirable to the point of being really good. Had it resulted in more wins, maybe by a claim, he is the coach. So I would say that I don't think he's eliminated, but the odds are a lot lower than, say, what it would have been when he first took over.
Tom, there was a report from Pete Thamel. By the way, Tom Murphy, Whole Hog Sports, Arkansas Democrat Gazette with us, joins us every single Tuesday. It's brought to you by the Arkansas Beef Council. Thamel had the 4 names, Kane Womack, Eric Morris. Why am I blanking on the other 2?
Golish and
Silverfield. Thank you, Tom. Supposedly there was a thought that it could get sealed up by this weekend. And heard it's Tuesday morning at 10:10. Are you surprised that we hadn't heard anything? Or maybe this was a jump the gun situation? It's going to be next weekend. What's kind of your feelings towards that report based on your own reporting?
Right. Well, I can't get into what Pete Thamel. I don't know what Pete Thamel intel he had and what have you. And then, of course, our own local guy, Brandon Marcello of CBS Sports, had a thing kind of insinuating it might happen in the next 48 hours. And I don't know what was behind his reporting. I do really believe, though, that he's on the very brink. He might have a couple of guys who have, basically agreed to do it, and he's thinking about it while he's in Grapevine for the decision. The thing is, if it doesn't leak out in the next day or two, or does it? Do you not do? You don't wait. You don't do it on Thanksgiving, right? And I don't know about that, but I just feel like they want to have it done and be able to introduce the coach next Monday because of the signing period coming up. That would be in an ideal world, but sometimes these searches get haywire, and you certainly, I don't think, want to wait until after the post-Lane Kiffin deal that turns college the coaching searches into potentially into a big circus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and speaking of circuses, seems like there's one going on in in Oxford right now, and I know that Keith Carter talked about, I guess, Friday and put out that there would be a decision made on the future of Ole Miss after the program. I kind of thought that this was just Lane Kiffin having fun at Florida and LSU's expense. That was my theory. But then I listened to the Ole Miss chancellor yesterday, and he talked about the great assistants that they have on staff. Tom, I know your predominant beat is here in Fayetteville, cover this football program, but any updated thoughts on what you think happens with Lane Kiffin and his future in college coaching, or NFL for that matter, I should say?
Well, that's a great question, and I am honed in on mine, but I'm paying attention and just reading some body language. And what's convenient now is you can go on X and see highlights of press conferences and stuff, and it's pretty easy to do that. And some of the things he said yesterday seem like possibly laying the groundwork. Like the current players today aren't that married to the coach's decisions year to year and what have you. So I don't know. 3 or 4 weeks ago, there was a part of me that thought, you know what? I think he's going to stay with Ole Miss. He was putting out some memes and stuff. But now lately I've been thinking, if you were going to do that, then maybe you do it on Egg Bowl week and say, you know what? I've made my decision. Best of luck to those programs. Perhaps he likes the attention. I don't know. I know that, Steve Spurrier he's a big fan of Steve Spurrier's with the visor and his play calling and poking fun at other coaches, and he's done a lot of that. I hope he stays in the league no matter where he winds up. But it's been super dramatic, and it would be really tough to cover that beat right now because of all the rumors and what have you.
Tom, before we let you go, brother, who's in Atlanta next weekend? You got a big rivalry weekend ahead, Auburn, Alabama. You've got some other games like Mississippi State and Ole Miss. Georgia's playing Georgia Tech. That won't have an impact on who's playing in Atlanta, Georgia. But who do you expect to play in the SEC championship?
Ty, I have not looked at the tiebreakers. So is Georgia a lock right now?
So the setup, they've got Alabama wins, they're in. If Georgia is in, if Alabama or Texas A&M loses, Ole Miss is in. But Alabama, if they win and Alabama has to lose and A&M has to lose, and then A&M's in with the win no matter what, or if Alabama and Ole Miss lose. So they kind of put those out there. You've got two teams, two programs in A&M and Ole Miss that would be in their first ever visit to Atlanta. Two teams that I feel like should just go and book flights because they're there every year in Bama and Georgia. So it'd be a quite a dynamic, quite a clash, depending on if the Aggies and Rebels somehow get in, and then two teams we're kind of accustomed to with the Crimson Tide and the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it would be wild. So if chalk holds, then you're saying it would be A&M versus Bama. If chalk holds.
Correct. If chalk holds, so you would have the first ever appearance for the Aggies against Bama, who's there seems like every year, and then other things could shake out if for Georgia and Ole Miss, depending on how things go.
Right. So because of the matchups they have, I'm going to go with the chalk because even though Texas is at home and I think they can get up for this game and cause problems, A&M, I think they're going to. If Anthony Hill's not available, I think they're going to move the ball well, like Arkansas did against Texas. And then I'm not sure if they can score enough against the Aggies. And then I just think Alabama, even though the game is in Auburn, I just think they have too much power. And Auburn too many deficiencies, even though I really like Auburn's defense.
Tom, we'll leave it there, man. Happy Thanksgiving. One more time, the salad you're making, you got to tell me that again.
Sorry, I took a drink of water and got choked up a little.
You good?
There's definitely going to be some apples in it, mandarin oranges, some banana, cherries, and some kind of dressing type thing in there.
You're good, Tom. I didn't mean to put you on the spot there, man. Happy Thanksgiving, brother, to you and your family, and we will chat with you next week since we got the holiday on Thursday.
You bet. Thanks. Happy week, Thanksgiving week to everybody.
That's our buddy Tom Murphy, Whole Hog Sports, and the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Does a great job giving us his thoughts each and every week. He's brought to you on Tuesdays by the Arkansas Beef Council. And the cattle ranch, calves aren't always raised by their mother. They're raised by a community of farmers, ranchers, and veterinarians committed to giving them the healthiest, most comfortable life possible. Because for those cattle farmers, those ranchers, and the moms of those baby calves, animal welfare is a top priority. Together we breed more beef, It's What's for Dinner, funded by beef farmers and ranchers, courtesy of beefitswhatsfordinner.com. That's beef. It's whatsfordinner.com. That clip I referred to, this is Dr. Glenn Boyce, who's the chancellor of Ole Miss. Him talking about the Ole Miss assistants. Take a listen.
We have an elite assistant coaching staff. They're absolutely amazing, and they do a tremendous job all up and down the line. And Coach Giffen has done a great job putting together that coaching staff. And that coaching staff is really where the players stay focused. That coaching staff is the ones that keep them grounded. It keeps them led, and it makes sure that they're ready and prepared to play the game. And so I'm excited about the fact that this coaching staff has done this kind of job this year with this team.
What did you hear from that, Colton? Is that just a casual president or chancellor talking about the staff at all, or is, hey, push comes to shove, we believe this coaching staff could coach in the college football playoff?
I'm willing to bet the chancellor barely knows any of the assistants' names. I'm just kind of thinking that it's pretty pointed at the fact that he's tired of this absolute circus that Lane Kiffin has made this whole thing. I don't know what's going to happen with the Kiffin situation. He obviously has his pick of wherever he would like to go. People will obviously give him the king's ransom that he deserves, apparently. So whenever all this is finished, do I think Lane Kiffin's going to end up somewhere else? I think he's going to end up in Baton Rouge. But if he stays at Ole Miss, does that make sense to me? I don't know now. They've grown very weary of this, will he, won't he, picking flower petals off all day long. They've grown very weary of this over the last several weeks, and it's only going to happen every single year because Lane Kiffin is exactly what you want in a modern college football coach. Everybody's going to want him. So I don't know. But I definitely heard a chancellor right there that was trying to not so subtly make it known that, look, even if Lane Kiffin does leave, these assistants can get the job done, and they won't.
877-377-6963 is our Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Brian is waiting in Ozark. Brian, what's up, man? You're on the Morning Rush.
Hey, what's going on, Ty?
Morning.
First of all, I'll tell you that Anthony Hill is 100% playing Friday night. I've already announced that.
Good.
He's going to play Friday. So that's a big deal right there. And Texas is going to beat A&M.
I said that last week. I said that the week before, too. I agree with you.
What makes you think that, Brian?
Texas is hitting on all cylinders right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty much 100% healthy. I just think I don't see A&M going undefeated. I think this will be the toughest game that A&M's played all year, and that includes the Notre Dame game. But, it's all these dudes hate each other. This is one of the biggest rivalries in college football. So Texas is going to win at DKR. I got a question about the transfer portal for you guys, though, and what you think. Going back to last summer, all these Arkansas coaches and everybody talked about how great they did in the portal and all the things. Do you believe that they overinflated what they really had? Because I don't understand, if they did so good and these guys they got were going to be so good, how'd they miss so badly to be 2-10? Or getting ready to be 2-10.
Okay, let me ask you this. Are you thrilled with how Texas's season has gone thus far with 3 losses?
Am I thrilled with it? No.
Do you think that Steve Sarkisian adequately evaluated the talent that he pulled that out of to Austin versus the amount of money that they're reportedly spending?
I think they've had for the way Art started out, and you got to look. The Ohio State game, Arch played horribly, but still had every opportunity to tie and win that game and send it to overtime.
Mm-hmm.
As badly as he played, they lost by a touchdown. The same thing with Florida. The only real bad loss they had was Georgia.
After a bye week. After a bye week when you were fully healthy, right?
Yeah, Georgia had taken. It was the only bad loss they really had.
Okay, so Texas Texas had aspirations, number 1 team in the country, preseason ranked. They're not going to the college football playoff. Arkansas had aspirations to make a bowl game. Neither team met expectations. Neither coach met expectations, and Sark can play it off all he wants, but that's reality when you're the head coach in Austin. Arkansas fans don't feel that way, that you have to win a national championship. You just want to be decent and good, which they weren't this year. So I mean, if you're a Texas fan, which you claim to be, I think you should be just as mad about what's been evaluated of you. I mean, Arch has played better, but he also played a crummy Arkansas defense, the worst in the SEC. He didn't look great against Georgia at all, looked bad. So when he goes up against an Aggie defense that's one of the best in college football, and I think they're going to win this weekend. I agree with you. But I also want to point out that you could make the case that Texas misevaluated portal class as well. I think it's easily based on their preseason ranking.
That's true. Most of their portal guys were hurt the first 4 and 5 games and didn't play. They're tight end, they're wide receiver.
Well, then they lost to let's see about that. Florida and Georgia. I mean, the Georgia game wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. And that was the game and they've lost 3 straight. And that was the game you were parading around saying they were going to go in Athens and dominate, and they got pounded.
You're right.
I'm
gonna point one thing out on the Georgia game. When Arch did make it 14-10, they were still in it, and they were driving. And I believe Kirby Smart was a little bit concerned about it. They scored, but Texas was on the roll at that point.
But they
scored.
It was like 30.
They scored and made it. They made it.
Brian,
21. Made it. What was it? 21-14 or 22-14, whatever it was.
Brian, happy Thanksgiving. No one gives a rat's ass about what happened in that Georgia-Texas game. Tried to let you talk. It's just
2 days in a row, though. This is hell must be frozen over because he's 2 days in a row. He has at least made one good point. I agree with him, just like you do. Aggies are toast against Texas.
I think it's going to happen. All right, we've got Rod and I-40. We'll get to him coming up. SEC update as well. We're brought to you this morning by the Arkansas Prostate Cancer Foundation. Again, No Shave November. It's almost concluded. It's almost done. Hopefully, you've been following along with the Arkansas Prostate Foundation. 1 in 8 men are going to face prostate cancer. Let's do something about it. You shaved one last time on October 31st, and you're letting that beard grow out all November long. Make sure you're posting your beard pics with the hashtag NoShaveAPCF. Tag your buddies. Get in on the fun. Every dollar raised right here in Arkansas help fund free screenings, patient support, and educational programs. Don't shave. Save. Grow your beard for a reason. Again, join the challenge, arprostatecancer.org. That's arprostatecancer.org. SEC update when we come back. Talking the Town Tuesday rolls on next.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. Lewis Automotive Group, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 79 years.
Fellas, it's the season to shine, and not just from the holiday lights. Manscaped is here to keep you looking sharp for every holiday party, family photo, and mistletoe moment. The Lawnmower 5 body trimmer and the Chairman Plus face shaver deliver precision, comfort, and control worthy of Santa's nice list. I've been good and nice. Whether you're tidying up before a big night out or preparing for New Year's Eve, Manscaped has your back. And your face too, to be exact. So gift yourself with some grooming greatness this season, because looking good is the best gift of all. And now you can find Manscaped products at your local Walmart.
Tell everybody Woo Pig Suey.
This is the Morning Rush.
How could I possibly be expected to handle work on a day like this? Take a day off and check out the certified pre-owned rides at Rath Auto Resources. All this month, take advantage of huge discounts on our road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, inspected, reconditioned, and backed by a comprehensive warranty. So choice. I highly recommend picking one up. Life moves pretty fast, so stop and look around at Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, rathautofortsmith.com. You're still here? The ad's over.
Right now, someone in a Hardee's kitchen is about to warm up your holiday with the new grilled cheese bacon burger. Charbroiled 100% Angus beef, bacon, and Swiss and American cheese melting on our soft, buttery sourdough. And our new grilled cheese breakfast sandwich with sausage or bacon and a fried egg. For your inner child and your grown-up cravings, the new grilled cheese bacon burger and breakfast sandwich. For a limited time, only at Hardee's. Cinnamon Raisin Biscuits are back. Unwrap them while you can. Only for a limited time at participating restaurants.
We all make plans for the future, like car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Jeff Clark in Fort Smith or Brad Howe in Van Buren.
Champion Cycling wants to help you find the joy in cycling that's been a part of their family for many years. Register today through December 21st at hitthatline.com for your chance to win a specialized road bike just in time for Christmas. Whether you're a child getting your first bike, an adult who hasn't been on a bike in years, or someone who's looking to podium at their next race, Champion Cycling wants to help you find the right bike. A great selection of bikes, cycling apparel, and accessories, and great service. 5500 Mazard Road in Fort Smith. Find your next ride with Champion Cycling.
Hey, Razorback fans, basketball and movie season are here, and Sofa City has your home court advantage. Check out their immersive home entertainment furniture, zero-gravity power recliners with heat, massage, surround sound, and more. You won't just watch the game, you'll feel every buzzer beater and blockbuster. And Black Friday deals are going on right now. Get a $50 recliner when you buy the matching sofa and love seat for just $9.98. See more Black Friday deals at SofaCityUSA.com. Buy it today and enjoy it tonight at Sofa City.
Hey guys, this November, put down the razor and pick up the cause. It's No Shave November with the Arkansas Prostate Cancer Foundation, raising awareness and funds to fight prostate cancer right here in our state. Grow your beard, share your progress with hashtag NoShaveAPCF, and encourage your friends or coworkers to join in. Every dollar raised stays in Arkansas, helping men get free screenings, education, and support. Join the movement today at arprostatecancer.org.
Do you hide your smile because of chipped, stained, or uneven teeth? Or feel like your smile doesn't match the way you feel inside? This is Dr. Charles Liggett at River Valley Smile Center. We offer custom veneers, full mouth rehabilitation, and even Botox to help you look and feel your best. We combine our expert care and artistic skill to create beautiful, natural-looking results, all while keeping you relaxed and comfortable. Right, Matt?
Time to love your smile again. Call 479-646-0706 or visit rivervalleysmiles.com to schedule your consultation today.
It's time to pack Bud Walton Arena and bring the noise for Razorback women's basketball. Support new head coach Kelsey Music and her Razorbacks for an action-packed schedule featuring SEC showdowns with South Carolina, Texas, Vanderbilt, Kentucky, and more. There's nothing like game day in Bud Walton Arena, and you can enjoy it with the whole family and secure your season tickets today for just $50. Visit ArkansasRazorbacks.com to get your tickets for the fun today.
3 in the corner, yes! Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas is the SEC champion. You know, every game is a dogfight.
We're about the toughest there is. Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
The Hawks have finally it's the first SEC tournament championship for Arkansas.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
Can I just say this before we get going in our SEC update? Brian needs to take lessons from Tiger Bait. Tiger Bait is a tremendous troll when it comes to sports talk radio. He's been that way for years. I don't know if it's been a decade. Maybe it's over a decade, but he's awesome. You can say all you want. He is fantastic. Right? He's just he doesn't get it.
And he kept the act up through jail time too.
Yeah.
He's really committed.
Yes.
That's what Brian's not. He's not committed enough to be invested.
Okay. All right, let's get into our SEC update. Lane Kiffin on the noise right now surrounding him and Ole Miss.
Respond to all the noise surrounding you. Yeah, I think they've done an amazing job. They were here at 8:30 last night and back this morning for practice. And I've said it before. It's a different generation, guys. I know it's different than what we were in when players couldn't leave and players chose to go play for their home state a lot and all that. This is a different generation. They all can leave every year. A lot of that is financially based. And so they don't think the traditional way that years ago about their coach and what's going to go on with him next year. That's not how they think anymore.
Guys do get up and leave very frequently nowadays. College football, college basketball, college baseball. It's just how it is. I think there's some truth to what Lane Kiffin is saying there. I also think there's a way for him to continuously avoid just being straightforward. I'm going to be the Ole Miss coach in 2026, which he has just avoided over and over and over again. And again, maybe it's just a master. We're talking about trolls with Tiger Bait. Maybe it's the most masterful coaching troll that we've seen in quite some time, where he gets Florida fans excited. Their booster, Scott Strickland, he gets was it Vern Osbury excited for LSU, only to say, you know what, I'm staying with Keith Carter and Ole Miss. Would be wonderful for college football. Just would be awesome. And I like Tom. Tom's like, I just want him to be in the league. I agree with you on that, Tom. Agree with you on that. Dabo Swinney said a point of emphasis this week is to win with class. I was watching this Montana State game where the Montana State players were stamping all over the Montana field.
It's a fierce rivalry.
Yeah, it is.
That was the hottest ticket in all of college football this past weekend.
Yeah.
Local rivalries and geography matters in college football still.
I'll be at one this weekend where Ohio State, if they win, they're going to be stamping all over the Michigan logo at midfield. When you think about these rivalry games this weekend, like A&M and Texas and LSU, or no, never mind, Louisville and Oklahoma, Vanderbilt and Tennessee, which, man, it's the most high this rivalry's been in like 20 some odd years. Bama and Auburn. What's your stance on them stamping on the logo at midfield if they get a road victory? You like that? You want it out of the game? Where do you come down on that?
I don't care. Now, look, I don't care if there was a team to come in here into Fayetteville and stamp on your logo during one of these rivalry games. I might be a little bit pressed about it. Now, nobody considers you their main rival enough to actually take time out of their post-game activities to do that. But I understand what this is. Look, this is what rivalries are about. This is what the foundation of college football is. It's stupid rivalries. Did you see the big game last weekend, Cal versus Stanford, where they had those weird nerds in the striped shirts as a part of the axe committee for each school, that their whole job all year long on this committee is to guard that axe and take care of it and protect it, because throughout the year, students from both sides have hatched these insane schemes to steal and pilfer the axe. But they have a stare-off in the middle of the field at the end of the game. The opposing team gets it. Weird, quirky stuff like that is what makes college football great. And so holding on to these final threads is perfect. Montana State versus Montana. Like I said, it was one of the hottest tickets in all of college football last weekend because people in Montana care about that game. Everybody in the state that cares about football was there because they don't need to watch it on TV. They can go and sit in the stadium and watch the two teams they care about play college football in person. That type of stuff matters. So if you want to win a big game and go stamp on your rival's field, do it. I don't care.
Cliff said he wished Arkansas had a real rival.
You're right. Cliff's right. If we did this, if there was a real... Look, if we went down to Baton Rouge and won the game and we stamped on their rival, I would be all for it. I would have made cut-ups and videos of that, posted on Hit That Line the night of. But that didn't happen.
Didn't happen. All right, that is your SEC update this morning, brought to you by Joe's Grill and Cantina. Game day is always great at Joe's Grill and Cantina. Wear your Razorback gear and get half-price apps and cheap taps, plus drink specials, so it will keep the party going. You'll be gearing up for kickoff. We got college basketball. We've talked about the great games for non-conference with Arkansas. Always going to find great food, cold drinks, and Razorback pride at Joe's Grill and Cantina, where game day begins every single Saturday. Half-price apps and cheap taps. See you there. 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps, where the tap flows and the fans roar. All right, to the Lewis Automotive Group hotline we go, where Terry is in Pocahontas. Terry, go ahead, man. You're on the Morning Rush.
Hey, I just wanted to comment on Brian's trolling. He does need some trolling lessons. However, I think where he was trying to go with his logic was that Arch wasn't doing too bad in the first quarter of that game, and maybe Sark's evaluation wasn't that bad off on Arch. If you apply that to the Razorbacks, hey, we had a bunch of one-score games. Maybe their evaluation wasn't that bad off. The other thing I've got is I was wondering, we saw Braylon Russell through the concussion protocol. Do you think he plays this week? And if he doesn't play this week, is that a pretty good sign he's out the door?
Yeah, that's a question I know fans have kind of been contemplating. Where's that? Do we have the? Well, I think we have a clip from Bobby Petrino on that we'll play coming up. But when asked about it directly yesterday, Terry kind of was the wait and see paraphrasing answer. If he doesn't play, again, concussions are weird. Like concussions, some kids can come back within a week. Others, it just depends on the severity of it. I've had one. I think I was out for 2 weeks. So I never want to judge something from the outside looking in when it comes to a brain injury, to be honest.
Well, the reason the question is even being asked, I think, is because there was some portal jump in, some portal jump out. I mean, I love the kid. I hope he stays. He's an Arkansas kid. He's a great athlete. I think he is part of the core of building a new team, in my opinion.
I think a lot of people would love to have him back, especially near the goal line. He's that kid in the fourth quarter that you want to give the football to. He is continuously the guy that wears down opposing defenders and someone that you like to in that category. Terry, appreciate the call again. 877-377-6963 is the Lewis Automotive Group hotline number that you can call. Let's go to Rod, who's on I-40. Rod, go ahead, man. You're on the morning rush.
Good morning, Ty. Hadn't talked to you in a while.
I know, buddy. Good to hear from you.
Happy Turkey Day.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And green bean casserole. Oh, man, that mushroom cream in it.
Ooh.
Dirty onions. Oh,
yeah,
my,
a little
my
crunchy,
wife
the
makes
French's.
the best.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And, yeah, we got turkey. We got candy ham. And then pecan pie, homemade. My wife makes a great pecan pie. Cool Whip, pretty much. It'll be all right. Better than our coaching search right now, I'll tell you that. I think Lane Kiffin's in the wind. I mean, I don't know if he wants to go to that mess LSU's got, but he loves Florida. I know that. And he likes the beach, Mr. Visor. He likes the beach. Ryan Silverfield, yeah, I like him. But when Lane goes for coach Arkansas, Memphis coach, that guy at Ole Miss talking about these great assistants and this great staff. If Lane goes, he may take most of them with him along with some of the 5-star players.
Yeah, no, it's
possible.
It's a good point. I know we were kind of joking about that with Kane Womack yesterday. It's like if he got hired as Arkansas's coach, maybe he can pull some Alabama kids that have some of the best statistics-wise defensively in the SEC and bring them to Fayetteville. So there's always a thought. I don't know what Chambliss's eligibility is, but I would think that there would be a possibility of him coming to and joining Lane if Lane was to leave Oxford.
Yeah. And as far as caps on the salaries of players, how about a general manager standing between the coach, the player, and the money? You fall in love with the player, he's great, but you got to go for a general manager and explain to him why this kid is more bang for your buck. We waste a lot of money at U of A, on players that turn out to be whiffs.
Yeah.
LSU's done it. Everybody's done it.
I think they hit on a lot of offensive guys. Mike Washington goes over 1,000 yards. Rohan Jones, one of the best tight ends in the SEC.
Your wide receivers, you spent money on them and you upgraded.
Yeah, I think Omega's been pretty good. But defensively, there's a lot of whiffs that like you're talking about. I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
and
you're absolutely right about defense.
Yeah, there's something. Rod, appreciate the call. Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
You too.
We are doing a show tomorrow. Just kind of a premature happy Thanksgiving. Just want to remind people of that. Tommy back with us tomorrow. All right, Melvin's in Sheridan this morning, home of the Yellow Jackets. Melvin, go ahead, man. You're on the morning rush.
You ain't gonna like it. You ain't gonna like what I got to say at all, but that's okay.
It's all right.
You can't keep all of them 2 and 10 puppies. They ain't very many. They all need to be given away, and don't be talking about how that guy has quit. From what I understand, the running back that you just talked about hurt himself in warm-ups or something. It's an excuse, and he's quit. Now, how come y'all can't report the truth? There's somebody else lying.
Because I don't. When you say he's quit, what
Melvin.
factual?
It was reported by a colleague of y'all's that knows pretty good that he got hurt in warm-ups, and it's an excuse and a fib. He ain't hurt.
Who said that?
I listened to all the radio stations. You just have to figure out. It was actually on YouTube when he said it. Kid ain't coming back at all.
Okay.
And I don't know why you want him. He done quit. And I don't understand why everybody is so up in arms with Bobby and everything else. Do you know how much money they spent on quarterbacks the last 3 or 4 years? And what has it got the Razorbacks?
Well, Bobby's only been here for a year and
11
games.
2 seasons.
Yeah, a year and 11
seasons.
games. Yeah.
And he brought the $1 million quarterback that can't do nothing but turn the ball over.
Which is
now,
to be
come on with it.
That's fair market price.
Yeah, Melvin. I I don't think Petrino's going to get this job moving forward. I've been pretty open about that. But that's the going rate in the Southeastern Conference. Now, you can debate up and down all day long, and probably rightfully so, that Taylor necessarily hadn't been worth the money that he's been paid. But that is, I mean, there's not many kids in this league that are starting QBs that are not making at least $1 million, whether you like it or not. It's just reality of the.
Well, how come we can't get a good one to pay $1 million? What I really want to know.
That is
go
a
ahead
$1 million
and
question, Melvin. Good question.
And why in the heck is it that every time you say something bad about that quarterback, where would we be without him? What, 2-10? Where would we be without him? 2-10? I don't get it.
I think
I just don't understand.
Melvin, what I wonder, because I can tell you just want to play KJ, and I don't blame you for that. What I wonder is that turnover they had against Texas, was that the final straw? Was Petrino, because Petrino said the same thing. Taylor's got to stop turning the ball over. He's got to stop taking these sacks. And unfortunately, he just keeps doing it. And you go back and forth because Taylor basically has to score 40-plus a game to win. And even when they've done that at times this season, they've lost. But I wonder if in Petrino's mind, was that the final straw where you do see KJ Jackson come out at 2:30 on Saturday in Razorback Stadium and start?
I just don't understand why you want to bring back a bunch of players off of this team. There's not that many good players. There really isn't. Now, y'all can talk about the one-score losses all you want, but a loss is a loss.
Mm-hmm.
And a quarterback, a good quarterback, could have made up for those one-score losses also. He had plenty of opportunity.
Okay. Do you think Arkansas right now and currently is a place that good quarterbacks want to end up in? Just out of curiosity.
Well, why not? We got that great offensive coordinator everybody hits us over the head with. Why isn't anybody beating down the door to come to Arkansas? Oh, well, maybe he's just not that good, huh? Mm-hmm. That's all my point is, guys, is everybody wants Bobby. He ain't worth the crap, but I bet Fletcher wished he had spent all that money and run his mouth now. You want to bet?
Well, you stick up for your friends, and yeah. I think Frank is just sticking up for his friend there. I don't know how much he invested within Taylor Green and Bobby Petrino, but I'm going to guess that he's not going to publicly shame his friend. Just a guess.
Well, I'm disappointed in the coaching search they're putting out there.
I think a lot of fans share your same frustrations. Happy Thanksgiving, Meldon, and I don't want to belittle anything you're saying. Listen, I'm mad. They're 2-9. They're about to be 2-10. About 6:00 Saturday night. Basketball team. You hope to goodness they win Thursday because we need something to believe in and cheer for. It is frustrating to be an Arkansas Razorback fan right now, and I think Melvin shared across 4 radio stations, hitthatline.com, and our Hit That Line Now app powered by Taco Bell, a lot of the same frustrations that they have.
And Melvin is right about one thing. This is an entirely different day and age, and unfortunately, it is a very, very close model to the professional game. And if you're a professional team and a guy doesn't do his job, what do you want to do? You want to cut him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing has to happen now. Melvin's right. There's a lot of these guys, puppies, as Melvin said, that need to be kicked to the curb, unfortunately.
All right, we are brought to you by Gaston's White River Resort, the perfect getaway for your family, your friends, with their private accommodations and cabins. The best fishing around on the White River. You're not going to find anything better. Give them a call, 870-431-5202. The restaurant is fantastic as well. Or you can cook yourself because most cabins have a fully equipped kitchen. Go to Gastons.com or go to their Facebook page and check out their Facebook videos and photos as well. Gaston's White River Resort, a first-class time. Every time.
Call or text the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963.
Are you like everybody else in the world who has no idea what to get everyone for the holidays? Well, you're in luck. We got you. Hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Because with hands-free Skechers slip-ins, you just step into them and they're on. There's no bending down, no touching, no fuss. Plus, Skechers slip-ins come in everyone's favorite styles and colors. And you can get slip-ins everywhere stylish footwear is sold, including a Skechers store. Or if you're too busy to shop in person, just get them online at Skechers.com, Amazon, and more.
You need length and girth in this league. Length and girth.
This is the Morning Rush.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. For a successful stint in the great outdoors, pack accordingly. Place heavy essentials near your spine for stability in rough terrain, with light items near the bottom. Now, you may be wondering, where does the Bush Light go? In your stomach. Head for the mountains. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2023 Anheuser-Busch Bush Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
State sales tax paid on every pre-owned vehicle on the lot during the Thanksgiving No Tax Sales event at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. With new lower interest rates and the most for your trade, now is the time. No state sales tax on every pre-owned vehicle, now through the end of November. Harry Robinson Buick GMC, exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith. No tax does not apply to previously negotiated deals.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
Want pavement protection that goes the distance? Seal-Tite of Oklahoma now offers Rhino-Tite Premium Asphalt Emulsified Sealant, the next level in driveway and parking lot care. Healthier for the environment, Rhino-Tite delivers superior defense against weather, UV rays, and wear and tear. With its high solids content, you'll get a smoother, stronger, longer-lasting driving surface. Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or a contractor buying in bulk, Seal-Tite has the products and support you need. Visit SealTiteOklahoma.com today and protect your pavement with Rhino-Tite.
It's Black Friday every day in November on hundreds of items at Yeager's. Blackstone Iron Forged 2-burner outdoor griddle is only $279.99. Craftsman 9-gallon wet dry vac only $59.99 after $20 instant savings. DeWalt 20-volt max cordless drill and impact driver kit with 2 batteries, charger, bit, accessories, and contractor bag is only $149 after $70 instant savings. Order online and pick up in 15 minutes at all 5 Yeager's locations. Yeager's 80s Hardware. Real milk, real savings.
The Whataburger Buffalo Ranch Chicken Strip Sandwich is back, and it's still bigger and better than any chicken sandwich out there. More chicken strips, more Monterey Jack cheese smothered in buffalo and ranch, all on a 5-inch bun. There's so much crispy, cheesy, saucy goodness, you may find yourself speechless when someone asks what's your favorite part. Not because you can't find the words, just because it's hard to talk when your mouth's full with this much deliciousness. The Buffalo Ranch Chicken Strip Sandwich is back for a limited time. What a burger.
Looking for a career with a company built to last? At Forsgren, we've been shaping the future of the River Valley since 1936. Nearly 90 years of excellence, innovation, and family-driven leadership. From sidewalks that still stand today to major infrastructure projects across the region, our legacy is built on quality and community. Apply now at GoForsgren.com. Join the Forsgren legacy, where your work becomes part of something lasting. Forsgren, building the foundation of the River Valley for 4 generations. Apply now at GoForsgren.com.
Do you need closure on your garage? Call Grit Garage Doors. Whether it's a new door, a squeaky closing sound, a broken spring, or just off track, Grit is who you can trust. Call Grit. There's no door Grit can't close. Local team, local service with honesty and integrity. Call Grit Garage Doors. 479-430-3667. That's 479-430-DOOR. Grit is who you can trust.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Interested in grabbing a couple of burgers?
Those are good burgers, Walter.
Archer Burger, my God.
This is CJ's Trivia Tuesday, presented by CJ's Butcher Boy Burgers in Fayetteville and Russellville.
I got the shakes that'll make you quake. I got the fries that'll cross your eyes. I got the burgers that'll... Just got burgers.
When all you do are burgers, they have to be the best.
$5 gift card to CJ's Butcher Boy Burgers online. They're currently up for the best cheap eats, burgers, and fries, and the best of Northwest Arkansas. Make sure you vote for them if you haven't done so already. All righty. Kane Womack got asked about the Arkansas job recently. Didn't have much to say.
I appreciate the question, but I'm just not going to address any job opportunities.
Former Fayetteville Purple Dog, former Arkansas Razorback, and current Alabama defensive coordinator. Our CJ's Trivia Tuesday question. Got about a minute or so. What position did Kane Womack play at Arkansas on the football team? 877-377-6963, our Lewis Automotive Group hotline. $25 on the line to both Russellville and Fayetteville, CJ's location. What position did Kane Womack play on the University of Arkansas football team?
I will say I would not have guessed this answer, and when you told me that, like I said, I was very surprised. So that was quite a shock.
Okay, let's just go right to it. Someone's called in. Colton, go right to him. Who we got on the line?
Alan from Alma.
Alan, what position did Kane play?
Linebacker.
That is incorrect. All right. Let's see. Jody and Harrison, he did not play long snapper. Nate, you got it right. Keith, you got it right.
Chance from Clarksville,
Chance, you got it right.
Somebody got a call, though.
Scott,
we got a little bit of time.
You got a call. We're running out of time. We're just going to go right to you. Hog Wild, you're right. Got a lot of people that are right, but you've got to call in.
877-377-6963.
Jesse, you're wrong. It's not linebacker. Again, you've got to call us.
BE, that's not very nice.
All right, we've got a couple. Let's go to line one. Who's this? All right, let's go to line two. Who's this? Hello.
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 What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Mike, calling from Alma.
Mike, what is the answer? Man, Alma's popular today. What is the answer to our CJ's Trivia Tuesday question?
He played fullback.
That is
yes,
correct.
he did.
Mike, hang on. We will get your information off air. We do it every single Tuesday. $25 to the best burgers, fries, and cheap eats. Make sure you vote for them. The best of Northwest Arkansas. Our buddy Keith Wilson, CJ's Butcher Boy Burgers.
Mm-hmm.
When all you do are burgers, they have to be the best. We're getting a bunch of the right answers on text. Sometimes we do text. Sometimes we do call, depending on what time we are. But, yeah, played fullback. Don't know if he's going to end up as Arkansas's head coach, but at least, according to Pete Thamel, is in the running for the job. That is going to do it for us today. Bud Light Morning Rush podcast is going to be up. If you haven't subscribed already to the Hit That Line podcast network, just search Hit That Line and click subscribe. Make sure to give us a 5-star review. Help us out. Whether it's the Morning Rush, Halftime, Ruskin and Zach, all of it's for you there on the Hit That Line podcast network. Speaking of halftime, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, Big C, on your way next.
This is Bruce Stanton, Vice President and General Manager of Pradco Fishing in Fort Smith. If you're going to do some cold water bass fishing, you need to be using an Umbrella Flash Mob Jr. It's the best lure for duplicating a small school of shad and can be worked from the top of the water column to the bottom. Whether you're trying to win